Hey gorgeous, welcome back to Life and Style. Today's video is going to be a flip through of my October setup. This is actually a new to me Foxy. I purchased this from an awesome gal on, I want to say it was probably one of the FoxyFix groups that I'm in. I'm almost positive it was. I forget what we were talking about, and she had said, oh, I'm actually selling one, you know, in that size, because I think I said I wanted to try a number 8, which this is. A number 8 is an A5 on the FoxyFix website. She said, oh, I'm selling one in, and I forget what the hell this color is, sorry. And so I said, you know, can I see it and get pictures of it and that sort of thing? She says, absolutely. You know, she sent me pictures. It had basically been sitting on her desk for only a month, and I told her like it was meant to be because the initial in the front is D, which is my last name initial. And again, I was looking at this color as well, and then on the side it was just a heart, so it wasn't anything so weird or off the cuff that, you know, I would have felt. And I know a lot of people do with initials that aren't their own, but I was like, this is absolutely meant to be. It is also a wide, so it does have the 6 strings, and we'll go through that. Up front, I have a beautiful swag from Fur and You. Lisa is the owner of this shop. I actually just got a new one in today, which is so beautiful. I can't wait to use it. But I specifically had ordered this one, a special order for this month's setup, because I wanted to do purples and blacks and grays and that sort of thing. So this is the swag that's on the front of the Foxy. So I'm just going to take this off. And like I said, this is a number 8, which is an A5. I don't have the measurements for you. I will link them down below, or at least note them. And I will link the FoxyFix website and anything else that I that I've put into this TN. So I did film my September setup. I didn't have a chance just because of some time issues to film this setup, which I really wanted to do. The thing is that I did not expect this Foxy to come in time for me to do an October setup, and I will tell you a little bit of my thinking or my rationale for using this specific Foxy and not the B6 that I already own. So this one has the one pocket here. I don't know that this is called a secretarial pocket, but it could be, I'm not sure. And then you have 3 card slots. So I'm still figuring out what to put in here, because I don't necessarily use my Foxys as like a purse, so I don't put like my license or credit cards in here. But it will come in handy if for any reason I should have to use it that way. So starting in the front here, to be honest, I didn't necessarily need anything in here. It did not bother me that the leather was going to be showing, but I decided to just do a little bit of decoration. So what I have here is just a, it looks like an aged yellow piece of paper. And then I put this washi here that I purchased from Michael's. It has ravens and like skeleton hands and bats and stuff, which is really nice. So I did that just enough to basically bring it in like that, so that's showing. This is another piece of paper from a book, one of those really big books that have all of the papers in it that are double-sided. I got that from Joann's, and this is also from there as well. And see, I'll show you an example here. So there, it's double-sided, so all the paper is double-sided. I always keep my scraps of paper as long as I feel they're going to be usable, and this is a really good way to use them. So I don't even think I had to cut anything down, probably except this one. So that's the front flap, nothing too exciting, but it is what it is. So this first dashboard I have here, also she sold, or really she put them in. She didn't sell them to me, she put them in. She had purchased these dashboards, the clear dashboards from FoxyFix, which again was so sweet of her. And so I have 4, 5 in here. One, I really can't count today, can I? No, I have 5 in here. Okay. So the first dashboard I have, and actually the first 2 dashboards I have original artwork from Kurtis Rykovich. I will link him down below. He is a spectacular, fantastical type of artist. This is Daenerys Stormborn. Did I say that right? Stormborn, yes, from Game of Thrones, and it's called Mother of Dragons. As you can see, it's very fantasy-like, where it's just very soft and like the colors are just very soft, but she's got her little 3 dragons there. And the paper that I used behind here was the paper that I had bought at Michael's. It was like an iridescent purple paper, and I specifically wanted this for this October setup. So the first insert I have, all of my inserts, by the way, are from 407 planners except the last one, and I'll tell you about that. But this also is a piece of paper from that big paper book I was telling you about. As you can see, it's kind of like a castle with bats. Hopefully you can see that because it's pretty dark, but it's red and black. And then what I did was I attached these glitter bats from the big sticker book I'm telling you about. It's specifically for Halloween, and it had like a full page of all these cool types of stickers. So I added them everywhere, and you'll see that. So the first insert I have is my weekly insert, and the clip that you see here is from Kandcoxoxo. I did haul this some time ago. I've had this for quite some time. I knew I wanted it specifically for the setup. As you can see, the gorgeous black resin rose there, and it's on one of the big gold clips. So I brought that in for this month. I'm just going to put that aside. But this is my weekly insert. Like I said, it's from 407 Planners. And this is what I did for my decoration this week, which I did not film this one. I filmed another one. But this I love. I got most of this, like the main things, from a Happy Planner seasonal book. And then I just brought in some different elements from like Terrence Sticker Shop and some others, which unfortunately I cannot remember right now. But I just brought those in to plan my week. This is what this specific insert looks like. And when you, like if you're gonna go on the website for 1407 Planners, this is going to be an A5 size, and that's the way they put them there. So this is basically a week on 2 pages. So that is the insert. This is the back of that dashboard. This paper is the one that I showed you in the front here. I just cut that to size. And then this is another, both of these are 2 more original artworks from Kurtis Rykovich. This one is called Platinum, which is absolutely beautiful. So I thought that she went very well with the Mother of Dragons there. And then the second dashboard I have here, this is by, again, Kurtis Rykovich. I forget what the name of this specific one is, but I will link the 4 that I have here down below in case you're interested in these specific ones. But if you like this artwork as you see it, you're going to get absolutely lost in his website. It is so, so fabulous. And he has so many beautiful pieces of original artwork. Again, I used the back of, or pieces of that iridescent purple paper to put these on. And while I'm on the subject of these paintings, they come in different sizes, first of all, but this is another reason why when I ended up getting this Foxy in the mail, I decided to use this size instead of my B6 because I did not want to cut these. This size is 5x7, and 5x7 is the actual size of the B6 dashboard. If you have a 5x7 piece of paper or whatever, you're going to have to cut it a bit. And I did not want to cut these because these are just absolutely too gorgeous to cut. So that's another reason why when I got this in the mail, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do this in my A5. So then opening it here, more of that paper from that paper book I was telling you about from Joann's. And then this is also from the paper book. There was one huge sheet with a lot of little different squares or rectangles like this with different sayings. This one says, "Into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul." These stickers came from that sticker book as well. So the second insert I have is a daily. I am just kind of feeling this out, trying to see if it works for me. I'm not horrendously a daily type of person, you know, using a daily insert, but again, I wanted to try it, and I did make this order when everything was on sale. I think they were doing 30% sale for the PBC sale that happened just recently. So I said, you know what, let me give it a try. So I did fill out stuff here. This clip that I have here is by Perfect Prints Co. I'm going to try to bring that up as close as I can to see if the camera will focus on that. I did haul this. There you go. Look at that attention to detail, how gorgeous that is. And that's on a regular big paper clip, but like I had mentioned when I hauled it, I mean, it's a paper clip, it's gonna hold paper, so it's fine with me. The size doesn't have to be the jumbo one like I showed you earlier. So anyway, so this is my daily insert, and what I decided to do with this is just do Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays are a lot more flexible for me, so that's the way I'm using it. I'm just using it for the weekdays. And then the back of the inside of this dashboard, more of the paper from the book, the purple iridescent there, and this one is another one from that page that has all of those rectangular little postcards or whatever you want to call them. It says True Love's Kiss, and then I put 2 more stickers there. And then on the outside is the last piece of original art that I have from Kurtis Rykovich. I want to say this one is called Unicorn Keeper, and I'm almost positive that's the name. But do you see how gorgeous this fantasy art is? It is so, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Like, I can't wait to get more from him. He has everything. Comic book girls, Halloween stuff, Dia de los Muertos. I mean, it's so, so extensive, the stuff he has on his page, on his website. And then this paper I came across recently. I want to say a Michael's, but it could have very well been a Joann's or a Hobby Lobby. I've been to the 3 stores so many times in the past several weeks. But this basically is an orange foiled, and I'm hoping you're getting that with, you know, like the light, the ring light is killing me there. But this is orange foiled. Pumpkins there against a white background, so I decided to use that there. And then on the inside, this is from another paper book, a different one. So this is like a grayish, bluish, charcoal black with gold foiled bows. So I decided to put that there. And then the next insert I have is notes. So I always have to have a notes insert because I make notes of bills to pay and I don't know, lists for me to remember, things like that. So I always have that. This black clip, and I have one more in here, is also from Kandcoxoxo. And again, I brought it in black specifically for this setup. I mean, and not that I'm not gonna use them in other setups, but I specifically bought these for this one. Because again, I wanted to kind of have it be kind of a Victorian goth type of thing. That whole thing kind of changed a bit and altered when I got these pieces, but that was my initial thought process behind my October setup. So again, you have the gold bow paper, and then on the outside you have the pumpkin paper. The next dashboard I have, this is again this polka dot paper like I had up front here. This is from the big sticker book from Joann's. This is from the big sticker book from Joann's, as is this. This one says, love you forever and always. And as you can see, I really, really wanted to get purple into this setup, which I think worked out beautifully, and the grays and the blacks and that sort of thing. So opening this up, this dashboard actually is a secretarial pocket dashboard. I didn't realize that these came like this. This is interesting for me because it's so easy to put whatever you're going to decorate with inside. Super duper easy. And it's funny because someone had made a post today on a group I belong to, wondering what people do with dashboards, or you know, regular ones or secretarial, and someone said, oh, I'll keep stickers and stuff in here because it's so easy to get to, as opposed to the ones that are not secretarial. So I thought that was a great idea as well. So here is just a little concoction I put together. This actually was a kind of like a dashboard around the inserts that the seller had also sent me, but I wasn't going to make use of them, so I just turned them around, and I can take this one out pretty easy. So this was like a map design, which again I just didn't care for, and so what I did was I turned it around and used it as like aged paper, because that's what it looks like. All of these stickers are from that sticker page that I was telling you about, from the sticker book from the paper book from Joann's. I love the way this came out. So basically it's kind of like a Snow White theme with the mirror mirror, the bitten apple, and some roses and some other little things there. And again, with the secretarial pocket, it's just so easy to put things in there. And then the next insert I have is the bills insert. I always have to have this because I like to see what I have to pay. It helps me to keep track of what I have to pay, and basically, more important than anything is just not to forget what I need to pay when I need to pay it. Another black clip here from Kandcoxoxo, just marking my first page there. And then the back of that dashboard has, again, that paper I was showing you earlier. This is from the paper book, and this is from the paper book, and it says, "Quoth the Raven nevermore," which I absolutely love that. And then on the back of this one, and actually I can take this out because it's very easy. It's just, again, those papers from the paper book, and I just wanted to put together something kind of interesting and different and kind of mix and match the designs and that sort of thing, and I think that they came out very, very good. So I'm just going to pop this back in here, which again is super duper easy. And then the last dashboard I have here, this says "Believe in Fairy Tales." I have a couple of skull stickers. I have this red rose paper, and then this is just some scrap paper that I had left from that paper book, and I just cut it to size. And then the inside of this, again, another bat from a sticker sheet I actually got from Michael's. Hopefully you can see that. This one came from the sticker page in the paper book. I know it's like, okay, it's confusing. I wanted to put something down here, and then it's almost like a Dracula's castle type of thing. Here it says "The Witchery," which I think is very, very cool. So this clip here is also from Kandcoxoxo. So you can see it's a beautiful gray bow on a mega, I think that's what they're called, gold clip. And actually I said this was gold. This is actually rose gold, and then this is gold. So that's the difference between the two. And again, I purchased this specifically for this setup. So this insert here actually was not one I had ordered from 1407 Planners. I don't know where the seller got this, but again, she sent me so many inserts, and you know, some ones that I wouldn't use, but she's like, "I'm just going to put them in there in case you decide that you want to use them." But this one was great. I love this. You have a what's for dinner, several boxes here, and then a grocery list, which I think is so super cool. So that is that last insert. Then I have this black rose paper, and then I just put a couple of butterfly stickers there. The back of this dashboard is actually a September calendar card from a calendar that I got from the Rifle Paper Company. And the way this one is that it has a hole up top, or it had a hole up top, and then you it just comes with a string, and you just keep changing them. So they're basically like calendar cards. And I kept looking at this, and I'm like, this would be perfect because it's dark, but you've got some florals, and it's just very interesting and very vintage looking. And so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it, and I finally decided to just cut out the part where the September calendar was, and in the back I just stuck some more of that purple iridescent paper, and then I just put this cool vintage looking sticker there, and I love the way it turned out. You know, as I'm going through, I'm like, yes, this is coming together so, so beautifully. So those are my dashboards there. And I said I did have 5, right? Lord have mercy. I swear I can't even count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. So again, this does have 6 strings. So if I wanted to, I could put 6 books in here. I didn't get a jump band with it, which was fine. I told you if you couldn't find it, no worries. I actually have one here, so if I wanted to, but I don't tend to necessarily want to make it more than what it holds. It's just the way I am, so I'm fine with that. And then the back flap, this is a secretarial pocket. I just put some more of that black, this is like a black outline rose paper, then some more of the red rose paper. And then here I just added a couple of little leftover sticker sheets that I had. This is a Halloween kit from Slow Planning, and I did already haul this, and then I had some extra stuff left, so I said, you know what, this would be really good to use for just to kind of keep in here in case I need to, you know, do a header or something like that. And then I also put in here the B6 October monthly, or what I have left over. This is from my newest addiction, and I have a couple of skinny washi strips with foil, if you could see that, and then some of the bow clips that she has with foil, and then 3 little boxes there. So I thought that that would be good to just keep there in case again, I needed it. And then on the back flap here, it's something that I did in my September setup as well. I'm just going to take these out of here for now, and we'll talk about those in a second. So what I did was I took that purple iridescent paper, and I cut it wrong. It really should have been this way. But that's the paper there. And then I had some scrap of an acetate paper, and it says different things, which I can't, like, it says like collect moments, grow where you are planted. So it just goes about the same thing. I actually cut this for my B6, so I didn't have enough to do an actual cover for this, but I thought that this would be a good use of the scrap. So what I did was I just cut it to size and just put it there as an added decoration. And then here, like I had in my B6 TN, I put in both of the sticker sheets that came with the monthly kits for my newest addiction. So this was the one for September, it's gold. And then this is the one for October, which is rose gold. So I just decided to leave those in here in case I should need them. These always are in my B6, so I just decided to put them in here. And then I have a couple of sheets from the Simply Gilded notepad from the September box, and these has rose gold foil on it, and I just thought again to keep those back here in case I have to make notes or anything like that. So that is going to do it for my October setup. I hope it's, or flip through I should say, I hope it's something that you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed putting it together. It was a lot because I kind of had to start a little from scratch. I already had started putting together my B6 stuff, and so that'll be saved for another time, which is absolutely fine because I'll just save it and use it again. But putting this together, I loved it. I love the way it came out. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with this October setup. So in November, I will be filming my setup, and that's what I really want to do, is every month film these setups for you, not just a flip through. I know a lot of people love to watch these being set up, as do I, and that's why I will definitely from here on out film those for you. So thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and also click that little bell so you get alerted as to whenever I upload new content. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.